Good evening, Eddie. what am I saying? Good evening, everybody. I'm looking at the chat here that says good evening, Eddie. I've lost the plot and I haven't even been drinking. Okay, we'll start again. Good evening, everyone. It's Steady Eddie here on a Friday night. It's cold. It's getting cold now. It's getting cold. It's getting very, very cold, and I'm starting to wish that I was in lovely, glorious Southeast Asia. I mean, if you wonder why I'm wearing a jumper here in this lovely climate, that's why I'm behind me and I'm not there. I'm in England. I'll be watching this on Catch Up. Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us and have a nice day or a nice evening. Thank you. So I'll just say hello to a few people. Telecom is here. Telecom, good evening, mate. Yeah, good evening from hope all is well on your side of the pond. It's okay. I mean, that storm that was predicted almost happened, but not quite. It wasn't really a problem. But let me just move that down. Teensy weensy bit. It wasn't really a problem. I'm seeing like as if I've something wrong with the light there. Like as if I've got a halo. No, don't give me a halo. Look, there's a shining light behind. I can see it. Oh my God! I can see a shining light behind me. I better put this down again. There, that's better. That's better. There you go. That's better. There's a shining light behind me there. What the hell is that? What the hell is that all about? Anyway, Chris Carter's in the house. Dixie Normus. Dan Marley. Okay. Dan Marley. Great weather in the UK. It's cold. I wish I was going to Pattaya. There's some people, who don't want to put the heating on. I have my heating on. Yeah, but there's some people who just don't want to put the heating on because heating isn't very cheap these days. Guilty Traveller, happy Friday, another week close to Thailand. Yeah, absolutely. Bobby Crush, good evening. Dickie B, not long now, 6 weeks today on the Big Bear to Ho Chi Minh. Good for you, mate. Good for you. That sounds absolutely fantastic. I don't know if Vietnam features on my itinerary just yet, but it will sometime in the future. Thai Belly Boy, soon be on your travels. Yeah, absolutely. Ivan, good evening. Leo Malley, hi Eddie, leave for Manila in a few days, then over to Bangkok and Pattaya. First time back in Pattaya since 1996, so looking forward to it. Wow, it may well have changed. There may be a lot more to it. And, we'll be interested to hear your report anyway. Good for you, mate. Delayed Dave, evening Eddie and everyone. I'm steadily getting into your book. Very good read. Oh, I'll drink to that. I'll drink a nice cup of hot chocolate to that. Thank you. Thanks for mentioning that anyway. I won't bang on about the fact that I have a book out here, unless people, especially in the quest, that I bang on about it, and then I will. John S. Eddie Steady with the sobriety, well done. Yes, Eddie with the sobriety, well done. 7 months, precisely 7 months since I took my last drink of alcohol. I mean, 8 months since I came back from Thailand. And I spent a month gradually weaning my way after booze. I drank all the beer as soon as I arrived back. I didn't buy any more. I didn't buy any wine. I just had bottles of spirits. I bought a few bottles of spirits. But about 7 months ago, from now, I gradually took my last drop of rum, Lamb's Navy rum, and that's it. I haven't touched a drop of alcohol since 7 months. And I've lost about 2.5 stone in weight. Not completely svelte. I still have a bit of a belly, which I could get rid of. Another, I don't know, another 7 or maybe 7 pounds or maybe a stone will be perfect. But I'm never ever going to be, an athlete. But yeah, 2.5 stone I've lost. And I haven't really been exercising that much. It's mainly through the not drinking beer. Rudolph Jacobs is here. Wish everyone have a great weekend. Okay, that's terrific. Nice to hear from you, Rudolph. Hope all's well. Stephen Johnson. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Stephen Johnson, hi Eddie, why do you like Siem Reap so much? What do you think about Chiang Mai? Well, let me answer the second one first. Well, Chiang Mai, I've been there 3 times. And I liked it the first time, but the second couple of times, it wasn't really the right place for me. I didn't think it had the right kind of charm. I thought it was a little bit overrated. Personally, it didn't really do it for me. Whereas Siem Reap, I love Siem Reap. It's such a a laid back, pleasant town. It's such not and around the Sok San Road area, they got some great late night bars with good rock and music and it's so cheap. There's some great food there. I mean, I was watching one of my old videos the other night, and I $8.50 for a lovely meal with drinks and oh my god, lovely stuff. I do like Siem Reap. Very very pleasant town. Anders Bergman, good evening. Nice to hear from you. Leo Malley, see you like my Maradona, Russell Grant pick. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I did like that. I mean, see, the thing is, Eddie Large, that's how I could look. I could look like that quite easily, with the big, whatever. But I've done something about it. I've done it, prevented myself from getting like that. Yeah, but that was a laugh, that was. Yeah. John S. just spent a month in SS, Siem Reap, gets small fast. Well, it depends what you want. Pattaya gets small fast. I mean, because I spent about a month in Pattaya and or more than that, and I mean, after a while, it's sort of yeah, exactly that. The same old roads and doing the same old walks and all that. But I think Siem Reap that's a very very good place for retirement. That is because it's cheap, it's very very pleasant. It's a nice place. There's no hassles there, and well, I'm saying that. I mean, unless you go down, staying down a dark road and you get followed down by a lady boy, But no, I like Siem Reap. Cool. But let's see, Bobby Crush, Daryl Fox. When are you off to Thailand, mate? When off to Thailand? New Year. Can't wait. Anders Bergman, nice start. Okay, thank you. Daryl Fox, I fly Phuket January the 8th. Oh, lovely. That'll be lovely. Good time. January and February, great time of the year. Oh, lovely, lovely. What's this? Randolph Boone. When are you going to be back? Do you mean in the land of smiles? Early January. Daryl Fox. Will you have a few beers in Thailand? If I could do without alcohol, then I will do. But when you look at a beautiful beach like that, I mean, walking along a lovely, lovely beach like that, wouldn't you like a nice few cold beers afterwards? We'll see what happens, but I definitely will not be drinking the way I was previously. Definitely not. Matthew Fogarty, get me on a plane, get me back to Messiah. Tell it here, it's good evening. John Foster. John Foster is away tomorrow for a month to Sin City. Okay, good for you, mate. Good for you. Have a good time. Legan 5591. I had it. If you are seeing a light, don't walk towards it. Hit the like button, guys. Okay. All right. Cheers. Anyway, hit the like button, everyone. Thank you. Anders Bergman done. Paul Hoskin, you haven't lived until you've been to Messiah. Oh, that's very, very nice. Very, very nice. Chris Card, 5 ties go to Liverpool. 5 ties go to Liverpool. Do they? Do they? No, it's 5 Liverpool. Oh yeah. I see the irony. Yeah, maybe we should do a sequel. 5 ties go to Liverpool. So that could be interesting. There. The Steam Was Show. Hey, Betty, what's the boog? What's the boog? Oh, seeing as you asked. Seeing as you asked. I may as well get I may as well get one of these up. There you go. That's the book. That's the book.
Hi guys, Steady Eddie here.
Oh no!
Just a quick video to let you know that I have a book available.
No! I got the wrong one. I got the wrong one. I got that video that I made. Didn't I? Try the other one. I'll try the other one. Seeing as you, it's called 5 Go to Pattaya, and it's available on Amazon KDP on both paperback and the other thing, the Kindle thing. Anyway, I've done a video on it. Seaside Freddy, good evening. Chris Card, I've given up going out. Okay, cheers. You mean you've given up going out? You mean you've given up going out in England? I don't blame you. There's a load of crap in England. I've given up. I don't. You don't necessarily mean that you're giving up on the stream and you're going out anyway. Whatever. Anyway, Vulcan, if Hollywood offered you $1 million to ruin, what does that mean exactly? They can offer me $100 million, no problem with that. Sceneries, good evening. What? An article in the Tiger. A British lad on a holiday in Cambodia during his sleep. A monkey sneaked into his window and gave him a beat at his mates. Oh my God. Talk about cheeky monkey. Be careful it doesn't bite it off, but be careful it doesn't give him the bobbit job. Christ almighty. Brian Street, good evening, mate. Brian Street, you put some milk in your hot chocolate. It's a right shot. I don't actually. I don't put milk in it, but it's tasty anyway. Chris Card, Siem Reap has got a new airport. Yeah, apparently it's bloody miles out of the town. I'm hoping not to use it. I'm hoping that the border, I'm hoping that I can do it the old way, going from Pattaya, getting a bus all the way to Siem Reap, because that's the way I've done it many, many times. Apparently the border crossing is open. Leeds is here, good evening. PT, nice to hear from you. Seamus Doherty, if Siem Reap was a seaside, it would be perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would be. You're quite right there, but it isn't. But it's still a good place. I mean, the seaside isn't everything, I suppose. Although, I mean, Siem Reap is popular for other reasons, Angkor Wat and all that. But yeah, it's a lovely little city. Thai Billy Boy, Steady Eddie, so do you reckon Siem Reap will be a retirement place or Thailand? Regarding, I think for the foreseeable future, I'll flit it back and forward between the both of them. Paul Hoskin, you can't bonk 3 times a day for weeks on end of a tire. You lose interest after a month. 3 times a day, so that's 90. So you bonk 90 times when you're in Pattaya. Jesus, I knew you were a dirty one, but oh my God, that's you dirty devil. Good for you anyway. I thought my dirty dozen was pretty good. Paul Hoskin, oh my God almighty. 90 bonks in a month. How about that? Mister, zero down and promise to pay. Let's you put to ban money. Mister, zero down and promise to pay. Lets you demand money from and control your neighbour's property. HOA much? How much? Okay, I'm not sure about that one, but good evening to you anyway. Greg Basnight. I watched the live stream from Helicopter Bar in Phnom Penh last night. Absolute YouTube go. Oh yeah, I remember Air to Kit, the one with Air to Kit and a good old Air to Kit. That's my most popular live stream. That it was up for a few weeks before YouTube demonetized it. I don't know why. Maybe Air to Kit touched something that she shouldn't have done, or whatever. But anyway, yeah. We'll have to do a repeat of that sometime. Vulcan. Ed contacts Hollywood and say, I want $1 million to turn my book into a movie. Well, if you happen to be, if you can always put in a good word for me, if you happen to be friends with Mr. Scorsese or Mr. Tarantino or whoever, go put in a good word for me. I'm not stopping you. Sean McKay, all right, Ed, fly out on the 29th for 6 weeks. Can't wait. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, Jeffrey, congrats on giving up drinking. Alcoholic can quickly diagnose yourself. Ask me how if interested. Okay. Yeah, 7 months off the booze. Anyway, thank you. Dickie B, nice to hear from you, Dickie. Hi, Eddie. What are your plans with visas long term over in Southeast Asia? Are you just going to country hop at the end of your month or 2 visas? Well, I think the plan is to spend 6 months in Cambodia and 6 months in Thailand. That's the way it's looking. It's doable. It is doable. It is doable. That's the plan. So we'll sort all that out later. But with the visas, what I'd like to know, if anyone knows, I mean, I keep hearing that something's going to happen. Like when you arrive in Thailand, the 30-day visa exempt is going to become 90 days, like in Malaysia. I think Vietnam has got a 90-day. Is this going to happen in Thailand, or are they just going to talk about it? I mean, if there was a 90-day visa exempt operating soon in Thailand, then when I get there, I'll just stay for 3 months and then head elsewhere afterwards. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'll be spending like 6 months in each country. To be honest with you, that's the way it's looking. Leeds. Just bought a book. It's a good read. Okay, fine. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Let's see if I can get it up. Let's see if I can get it up. Come on. Because people are asking about it. There you go. That's the one. That's the one. In case you don't know that I've got a book, and it's not doing. It's moving. It's moving. What I'm going to do with it, I may as well tell you now. It's actually doing something. I mean, for the first month, it's only been out a month. I mean, the Kindle's been out a month, and the paperback was released last week sometime. It's only been out a month, but it is actually doing something, and there is some interest somewhere. But what I'm going to do, I mean, I think you have to be realistic. I'm going to have to put some adverts on it. So I'm going to start a little bit of an advertising campaign. This bit, not too expensive, just to, apparently that's what you have to do if you want your book to really get anywhere on Amazon. I mean, I've looked at all the videos and everyone says, you can't really get anywhere without, paying for a few adverts. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. But anyway, just to quickly run through it, it's a story of 5 Scousers who believe all the BS that they hear, and they go to Thailand thinking it's going to be dirt cheap and all the rest of it. And when they get there, it's nowhere near as cheap as what they thought, and all kinds of chaos ensues. They fall out, they get into trouble. Have a look at the book. It's around the same prices as an average fish and chips, and some people like it anyway. Thanks anyway, Leeds. Thanks anyway. Okay, I'll get that off the screen. Chris Cards, I will go out when I'm back in Thailand. Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. John Quayle. Hi, looking forward to another live stream Saturday morning here in Brisbane. Okay, I hope also, I'm sure like your weather's better than we've got here. David Sanders. Sorry to bring it up, but do you know what happens if you die suddenly in Pattaya or any other location? Do the authorities take care of things? I would imagine, guessing that it depends what provisions that you make. I mean, I've got it in my will, and I have made a will. Okay, I've made a will, and anyone who thinks that they're going to be getting anything from me can, come and take a run and jump. But I have made provisions that I'm going to be buried here in the United Kingdom. But my plan is not to be here, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I want a Viking funeral. I want to be put in a boat, pushed out of the river, and have a bunch of Vikings, firing arrows, flaming arrows at the mast to burn me out over the river. And I want the music to the Vikings playing. I want Kirk Douglas to be present at my Viking funeral. That's what I want. Anyway, biggest tickers. Hi, Eddie. Arrived Bangkok 2 days ago and he was only little Dickers then, but now he's biggest Dickers. And hitting Nana Plaza, a bottle of Chang in the go-go started 200. Oh, Chang's bloody horrible. Chang is horrible. I don't like it. Started 200 baht and lady drinks at 250 baht. Enter Pattaya on Monday for some cheaper fun. Well, they've got new go-go bars in Pattaya, haven't they? So I don't know what the cost of the new go-go bars in Pattaya, but generally, if you spend time in Bangkok, especially in places like Nana and Soy Cowboy and all those other places, and you have nice house, and then you go to Pattaya, you will instantly see things are significantly cheaper in Pattaya. But I'll report all on that one when I get out there. Red Horse Adventures. How can you drink up drinking? It keeps us all normal. Okay. Red Horse Adventures. Soon get back in the wagon. On that wagon. Red Horse Sea Adventures. Nobody gives a dry king. Who's the dry king? I think you mean drinking. Brian Street. Different subject. My sister, 79, phoned British Gas about a problem. Spoke to a lady in Cape Town, Kenya. What a joke. Oh, my God. I know what you mean, mate. You speak to someone in another continent about your problem back home. Rusty Led, I'll be heading to Siem Reap soon and Phnom Penh for the water festival later this month. Cambodia is a great place with easy visa options. Yeah, I was there for the water festival some years ago. Was that about, when was that? That's probably about 5 years ago now. And I've got a video of it on my list if you go deep down in this list. Yeah, great place. Nice to hear from you, Rusty. Robert Hill, good evening. Bangkok Universe, good evening. Robert Hill is flying out Tuesday for 1 month in Pattaya. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Have a nice time. Red Horse Adventures. Once a drinker, always a drinker. Okay. Let's see. What is this? How much money have you saved, Eddie? Mind your own business. One thing, I do not answer questions, anything to do with my own personal finances. I don't answer questions simply because, for a number of reasons. One of the reasons I don't answer questions about my own finances is simply because when people ask you a question about your finances, if you're dumb enough to answer it, then they will ask you a second question. And if you're dumb enough to answer that one, they'll ask you a third question. And I'm not having bloody people peeking into my own personal finances, especially when I've worked for all the money that I've got. You know what I mean? So nice of you to ask, but I'm not answering questions about that. S Travels 4K. Good evening, chappies and Eddie. Heading to South America tomorrow. Whoa, yabba dabba doo. Tomorrow morning, gonna have an early night. Got a dreadful 10 and a half hours flight. Not looking forward to it, but it beats being stuck here in the UK. South America. So where exactly? Rio, but Rio, perhaps that's an obvious place. Good for you, mate. Yeah, good for you. S Travels 4K is a wonderful channel where he does walking videos and he does beach scenes and stuff. You know, he shows lots of lovely, lovely ladies with his wonderful camera tricks. So yeah, good for you, mate. I'll be watching your videos, definitely. Good for you. And if you do happen to pass by the balcony bar in Rio de Janeiro, then say hello to Sandra from the Amazon for me. Remember her well. John Quayle. Ed, my plan is to retire in Vietnam. Still only 3 months visas available, so border runs on the cards. Haven't been to Laos or Cambodia, so always open to other places. I can access my super at 60. Okay. Retired in Vietnam, still only 3 months visas available. So, but yeah, I couldn't retire in the country with only 3 months visas being available. So I think Vietnam is off the cards for me. It's a great country, and I'm sure that I'll visit there again. I've actually done quite a lot of Vietnam. I've only ever been to Laos once because even a beautiful place, but I thought it was a little bit dull. Cambodia is a wonderful little country, but there's less of it nowadays. Some of the good stuff is not there anymore. Phnom Penh is not. It's there's still a lot of great things about Cambodia. Dan Natasha, good evening to you. Martin White, I knew you could get it up. I can get it up, and Dave Natasha, Eddie, put an advert on a bar bus in Pattaya. What do you mean? This one? Do you mean that one there? Hey, that's an idea. Never thought of that. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Let's see. Dude 007, my book arrived today. Good vibes. Is that your book or my book or my book? Oh well. Anyway. Thank you. Good vibes. Okay. Cheers. Anyway, Donald Trump is here. Good evening, Edward. The president's in the house. Nice to hear from you, Mr. President. Nice to hear from you. I mean, without being too political, there are those who say that all the terrible goings on in the world today may not necessarily have happened if Mr. Trump was still president. Not for me to discuss that. Richie NY, are you chatting with Thai ladies while in the UK? No. Yeah, Dave, this is the answer to that question, I think, about what if you die suddenly in Thailand. Dave said they contact your country's embassy, then they contact your relatives, etc. Okay, fair enough. Brian Street, when I die, I won't give a shit. My sentiments exactly. And my sentiments. Good for you, mate. Good for you. You may sing from the same hymn sheet. Absolutely. Paul Philippines, good evening. Robert Geisler, I want to go down in the kink elevator when I have died. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep that up there for the memento. And in the meantime, what can we put up there? I was going to grab another hot chocolate because that was nice there. Okay. In case anyone's wondering about the hot chocolate, my second cup, I actually only drink it during these live streams. I don't drink it any other time. So I know it's got high calories. Ecom Traveller, I've got a sneaky feeling that I'm going to enjoy this live stream. Okay. Hopefully it lives up to it. Rusty Lid, New Orleans style funeral down Soy City. Hey, that'd be good. I kind of like the idea of that. That'd be good fun, yeah. That'd be. How about a Benny Hill, kind of funeral? I know he didn't have a funeral like that, but my coffin being carried by a bunch of scantily clad, soy sex girls. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, pooping while standing is strongly considering retiring early and heading to Jam TM. But that sounds good. That sounds good, mate. Sounds good to me. Good place. Kiki and Jasmine, nice to hear from you. You need repatriation insurance in the event you die. They will just cremate you. Okay. So if you don't have repatriation insurance, then they'll just cremate you out there. Fine by me. Fine by me. Yeah, Simon Goodison. I prefer Bangkok to Pattaya, even though it's more expensive. Different kind of people in Bangkok. Okay, I mean, there's obviously a lot more to Bangkok, but the good thing about Bangkok and Pattaya is that they're not that far away from each other, so you can have both. Mr. G-man, quite right, Ed. No way I would ever ask or say anything about money. It's your business. Yeah, it's my bit. Let's just put it this way: if I didn't think I could afford to go and live abroad, then I wouldn't do it. That's all I'll say. So anyway, Paul Hoskin, get your beer from 7-Eleven till 12 and wander up and down Soy Cowboy. There's a 7-Eleven on the main road about 60 meters from Soy Cowboy. Is drinking in public? I've never actually done that. Is drinking in public legal in Thailand? Is it really? I've never actually considered it. I've never done that. Robert Geisler. If you were in Pattaya right now, where would you go and have a cold drink? Are you talking alcohol? Well, I don't know. I mean, there's lots of bloody good places. Pattaya right now, well, it's probably about 4 o'clock in the morning in Pattaya right now. But so where was that? Oh, God, so many places to choose. So many places. Bottle Baby, good evening. Let's see. Expat Lifestyle. Greetings from Philippines. I'm looking forward to seeing you in Thailand soon. Not much longer for you, but I know it's coming around. It's coming around. It's not that far away. I just hope and pray. And although I'm not religious, that there's no setbacks with that bloody airline, because I used that airline many years ago and they did have a problem, but I'm hoping that it all goes smoothly. I've got my coach to the airport booked. I've got my flight from London to Bangkok. I've got my first months, my 4 weeks hotels in Pattaya. So I'll be all right. Just hope there's no hiccups. Let's see. Balcony Bar and Help are closed in Rio, unfortunately. I never went to Help. But Balcony Bar, that was bloody good, that was. Paul Philippines, off to the Philippines in 1 week's time. Good for you, mate. Bottle Baby, Thailand restored 4 a.m. closing, sort of devil in the details. Oh, I'd be in bed by then. I've always been a bit of a night owl, but you get to an age when, not all night. Richard O, I had listening from Bangkok. Great. That's terrific, mate. That's terrific. Well, I hope you're having a great time. Sure you are. Jeffrey D, nothing against drinking. Some of us lose control. Then you give it if you can. You can still have fun and stay out of trouble without it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I've heard that about Bangkok's 4 a.m. closing. I'll be in bed by then anyway. Vietnam Viking. Some would like to know if you've been married before or if you've got kids. Not about your finance. Well, I mean, some people do want to know about my finances, and as for revealing whether I've got kids. I would never ever tell anyone that. I mean, that is how does that relate to the videos that I make? You know, how does it relate to that? I make videos to tell people, what to expect if they go to Cambodia or Philippines or Thailand or Vietnam. Whether I've got kids, that's irrelevant, really. I'd never reveal anything like that. David Muldowney, Las Vegas a Go-Go and LK are opening up a new beer garden complex on Soy Diana opposite LK. Going to be opening in January. Is that open now? Las Vegas a Go-Go. On Soy Diana, yeah, because I'm sure I've seen one of them on one of the videos. Joe Hart, good evening. Nice to hear from you, mate. Rusty Lid. Rusty Lid. Rusty Lid. One of your best videos is A Town Called Mooney. It has the wandering saddle tram feel of an old Western movie. Well, that's why I called it a spaghetti. It's just a spaghetti Western title. I was in Mooney in Vietnam, but I had gout at the time. There was things that I really, really wanted to do there. But unfortunately, I was struck by gout and it was very, very painful. And I couldn't really get it. I could have made so much more of that place. I really, really would have made so much more. But gout, unfortunately, gout struck. But yeah, I wouldn't mind returning there and maybe making a bit more of it. Oh, I knew it. As soon as I went and had a second hot chocolate, I knew he'd appear. I knew that he'd appear. Ag, another hot chocolate, FFS. Just get on with the stream and show some respect to your subscribers. What? I'm sure he lacks trolling ambition. He hasn't got much imagination when it comes to trolling. He just waits for me to have another hot chocolate before he says something. And as for me, not showing respect to the subscribers. Oh, that sounds like respect to me. Okay, hot chocolate, lovely for you to join us anyway. Thanks for you to join us. Always nice to have you here. You're a very, very nice boy. Anyway, well, your mother says it, so anyway. Ecom Traveller, I've got a sneaky feeling that this hot chocolate is going to be very tasty stuff. It is tasty. Carl D, upstairs in Kink, oh my butter. Okay, funny enough, I've heard so much about that. I've been to a lot of other go-go bars. I just went up there a couple of times upstairs in Kent, but I was distracted. I was with people and people were trying to talk to me. And I didn't want. I hate that when you're in a go-go bar and there's all kinds of lovely, dirty goings on there, and people are in your ear trying to talk to you about the music, and you think, well, I don't want to talk. I just want to. I want to lean. I want to look at all these lovely women gyrating them with each other and all that. That's the best. That's why I like going to go-go bars alone, to be honest with you. Duke 007, I met your book arrive from Amazon today. Steady. Looking forward to the read, and then we'll pass it on to the Canterbury Tales bookshop in Pattaya come January to spread the love. Oh, that is so kind of you. That is so kind of you. That is really, really good. Okay. Cheers. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah. Chris Card. Hey, calm down. I thought you said like, hey, calm down, mate. Okay, fair enough. Hard Tulip doesn't talk about his finances, but markets his book and wants us to buy it. Excuse me, but who put the hard work into that book? Who spent hours developing the characters? Who got on the keyboard and who designed the cover and whatever? It wasn't you who did that, was it? I think it was me. S Travels, I got it wrong. It's Northern America, not South America that I'm going to. Oh, no. Oh, you go to, well, it's very, very different, isn't it? Well, it'd be interesting to see which part you're going. Obviously, you're not giving us the details just yet, but Yeah, you tell. I'll be interested. I'll be interested. But do you know something? The YouTube's a wonderful thing. It is wonderful. YouTube. It's wonderful because now you can research just about anything you want. I mean, I the other week I was watching walking videos in Nashville, Tennessee. Now I've never even considered going there before, but I thought I'll have a look at what that town is like, and I was like hooked. There was live bands. This guy was taking his camera into bars with live bands and all of this, and it was wonderful. It was just wonderful. YouTube is a wonderful thing. It is amazing. And S Travels 4K has got a wonderful channel, so check him out. Paul Hoskin, Benny Hill would have enjoyed Pattaya. I don't know. I think he done all right with the women as it was. Okay. Ricardo, repatriation of a body due to death abroad is around £10,000. If your travel insurance doesn't cover it, the embassy is not responsible. Funds will have to come from your estate. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for that information. I'll put that on the screen again. So Ricardo was giving us some good information there. Repatriation of a body due to death abroad is around 10 grand. Okay. Okay, so that's good. That's good information. That's what this channel's all about. It's not just me drinking hot chocolate and slurring me words and all this kind of shite. It's there is some good information coming there as well. John Quayle, in Australia, the age for the pension is 67. You can retire early if you choose and access your super. For me, it's 60. My plan is to go at 59. Live off some saves 1 year, then my super. Okay, well, if your super's, a British pension, you couldn't retire anywhere. You couldn't retire in England on a British pension. Far from it. I've got a mate who's 67. He's got his pension now. 11 grand or whatever it is in this day and age. You can't live off that in England. So he still works. He works. He's got a full-time job. He's 67. He's got a full-time job and he's got his pension. You bloody need it, really. British state pensions are pretty crap, really. G. Rig says, that's the way to do it. Get a can on the foot, Falcon. There are a few little convenience stores in Cowboy. Okay, so drinking in public is legal in Thailand. I've never really considered that, to be honest with you. Okay, where in Pattaya is the best draft beer if you don't want to drink bottles? I think you'd have to have draft beer in an English pub, wouldn't you? The Queen Vic, as night, that's pretty good, but they're expensive. They're not cheap. And also the beer garden, you get draft beer there. You can have a draft Heineken in the beer garden, in Pattaya. And so that's where the Paul Oskin, you have to dive into a bar every 90 minutes to have a. I do you not find though that you pee less in a hot, sweaty climate? I do. I pee far less in a hot, sweaty climate because your body's losing water with the heat, whereas in a cold climate you pee more. Seaside Freddy, the Hein is good in Thailand, much better than stateside. They brew with more alcohol. Yeah, I actually like the Heineken better in Thailand than I do in somewhere like Amsterdam. Yeah, Mister, got a Thanksgiving sorted turkey with 65 plus, 1 day a month, £10, 10% discount. With 65 plus, 1 day a month, 10% discount. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Yeah, Kiki and Jasmine. This is good info that's coming out here. Ricardo, exactly a friend of mine had to pay €20,000 to repatriate his brother's body from China about 5 years ago. I wouldn't put that burden on my family. Oh, God almighty. With me, they can bloody feed me to all of those soy dogs for all I care. Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of money. Rusty Lid. Rusty Lid. It's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. and the Tomboy bar down the road is thumping. Could always give that a try. Okay, fair enough. I've always been a night owl, but I think 4 a.m. Those days are over for me. Thankfully. John Mitch, hello Eddie. Good evening. Getting cold here. Yeah, bloody cold here in the UK. Definitely. Nice to hear from you, John. Dino answered, just back from a 3-week trip to Pattaya. Now I'm cold and wet and miserable. But at least you've had a nice trip anyway. At least you had a nice trip. UK Chris, good evening, Ed. I hope you're well. Retiring to the Philippines in 3 years' time with my Filipino wife that I married on the 20th of May this year. Oh, well, good for you, mate. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you are very, very happy. I hope it all works out well. Good for you, mate. Sean Young, just booked 3 weeks in Vietnam in March, 535. It was 880 in Newcastle. Is that Geordie discrimination? Well, do you not find the flights are cheaper if you go to like the more established airports like Heathrow and places like that? Richard Stockdale, when you move over to Thailand, Eddie, you still get a state pension, as you normally would if you stayed in this cold, miserable crap hole. Yeah, I still get a state pension, but I won't get it until I'm 67 anyway, which is about 6 years away. So, and you never know, I might just, if I'm lucky, I might just be dead by then anyway. Wheelston Raider, great to see you. One day I would love to travel abroad. You've never travelled abroad. Well, if you haven't, then do it. By all means, do it. Nice to hear from you. Englishman in Malta. Hey Eddie, have you or anyone flew Turkish Airways? It's almost €400 cheaper. Emirates Malta to Bangkok. I think I've flown Turkish Airways, but not to Bangkok. Not to Bangkok. But Turkish Airways has a good reputation. It does. Nice to hear from you, Englishman in Malta. And Wheelston Raider. I see. I have wheelchair restrictions. Okay, I'm very, very sorry to hear that, mate. Well, let's just hope for you that I mean, some countries cater for disabled better than others. You see. Now, with regards, I never comment or give any advice because I don't know the details about wheelchair people. But I really wish you the best of luck. And obviously, some also can say some countries are better than others for that. Best of luck to you anyway. Tudor Line. Have you downloaded the Line app, Eddie? It's a must for getting the bar massage ladies details so you can contact them how to work out. And people said that. You know what? I got Line on my mobile phone, a couple of years ago, but I never got around to using it. Just never got around. Maybe next time. Paul Hoskin. The Beatles have released their last song, and Telecom says now and then. Yeah, it's now and then. I haven't heard it up to now. I've seen like a clip of McCartney saying, it's the Beatles. It's special because it's the Beatles and all that. I've not heard good reviews about it. I haven't heard the song, to be honest with you. Wheelston Raider. Oh, Driscoll's Caravan Park. Is that where you live, or is that where you are now, or whatever? Ernest Connell and Rolling Stones released their last album. Yeah, all right, good for them. I won't throw sarcastic comment. Yeah, no, good for them. Good for them. If people want to, buy the Rolling Stones album at 80 years of age, or the last bit, people are interested in that. I'm not. I love the Beatles and I love the Stones. I love the music that they all made years ago. I don't really want to hear what 80-year-old men do in in the rock industry world. Clyde Jansen. Hi, Ed. Have you figured out health insurance? I remember you talking about the safety wing is expensive for over 50s. Pacific Cross gets recommended. Not sure cost. Yeah. I haven't actually done it yet, but those two companies, they're the ones that I'm looking at. I actually think Safety Wing will be more suited to me personally, simply because you can move about a bit with Safety Wing. But do you know what? It's not a matter of can I afford it? It's a matter of, is it worth it? I mean, the important thing is I want something that's going to be guaranteed to pay out if the worst comes to the worst. And can anyone ever guarantee any of this? You've got to be very, very careful, when you choose your insurance, because the most important is that you're choosing something that's going to deliver the goods when the time comes. Okay. So I will do that, but not just yet. Great, Jens. Anyone plan to retire there? Get the go-go bars out of your system. It took me 10 years. I like go-go bars. John Mitz, it's cheaper to be cremated and have the ashes returned in a carry-on bag. Yeah, I'll go along with that. That's good. That's good. Yeah, carry-on bag. Always carry a co-op bag. Ed Sweeney kicked a bucket in Thailand. His ashes were brought back to the UK in a plastic co-op bag, along with a frozen lasagna and those sausage rolls that he likes so much. Oh, that sounds good. Wheelston Raider, I have helping hands and gums for plums. That's extra mine for you. Okay. Telecom, absolutely. Do you mean like from Paul Hoskins' comment that amazing singing voice, John Lennon? I haven't heard the song really. I haven't actually heard it just yet. Craig Genders. Billy Shears. The one and only Billy Shears. Billy Shears. Remember that from Sergeant Pepper? Yeah, okay. UK state pension will go to 68 soon, and then even higher. I'll just keep bloody pushing it back, and push it. When I get to 66, I think it's only a year away to my state pension, and you're going to push it back to 68, like a bloody carrot on it, to keep. I mean, a load of crap, not as good as it should be. Yeah, Wheelston Raider. I went to Bangor as a kid. Well, Paul Hoskin does that 3 times a day when he's in Pattaya. That's bang, banging or whatever. Yes, I remember an old video you did in the beer garden, and the draft Heineken beers looked amazing. G-Rig, beer garden Bangkok, all right. The beer garden, what's the beer garden in Bangkok? That's on Soy. Is that Soy 7? Is it? Is that Soy 7? Is that the place that was open when during the pandemic? Is that the one? Hard tulip. Ed, if you ended up in a wheelchair, would you come back to live in England? Thailand doesn't seem as wheelchair friendly as England. Under which health situations would you return to UK to live? All I was going to say is desperate. That's the only word that I'd have to be bloody really desperate. Billy Shears says, audible to be talking about dying over there in Thailand. What's happening? Well, somebody mentioned death in Thailand, and you know, we covered a whole spectrum here, you know, so it's an important subject. So you know, that's what we're talking about. Ning's black. Ning's black. They want people to die before getting their pension. Oh yeah, that'd be it. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. Sure they do, bastards. Richard O. Ed, whilst in John TM, try the Cave Beach front restaurant. It feels like a paradise island. Also tried Coffee Water. It's a converted jumbo jet 747, but a coffee shop bar. Amazing. Oh, okay, is that the jumbo jet that's on Third Road? Is it? Is it? Oh, Second Road. Is that the one? Is that the one you're talking about? You can see that if you if you go to one of those bars in Soy 6 and go upstairs with the lady, I think you can see that jumbo jet from out of the window. Just saying anyway. G-Rig, safety isn't high on Thailand's priorities. Well, John Quill, Ed, I can rent my house in Brisbane for $550 a week. A decent self-contained apartment in Vung Tau is $500 a month plus living expense. You do the maths. I mean, Vung Tau, I've been to Vung Tau and some gorgeous women there, gorgeous women. But it's there's some things that are very, very cheap and other things that are quite expensive there. And it's a curious place. I mean, it's really, really, it's really, really, you know, well, lovely trees and stuff like that. It looks very, very well orderly, but I think it's a little bit seedy around the edges. And that is one of those places, one of those rare places in Southeast Asia where you do have to be careful of a nighttime, especially if you walk around at nighttime, you know, carrying valuables on you in Vung Tau. You do have to be careful there. You know, motorbike robbers, you know, you've got to be careful there. Richard Stockdale, what's your favourite Siam bar in Pattaya, Eduardo? Well, I like a lot of them. I mean, I like a lot of them. I mean, I like Soy 6 and, you know, and I like Soy Honey and, you know, places like that. I've got a lot of them, a lot of them. Yeah, Jack Cooper, how often will you visit Bangkok living there? Always prefer it to Pattaya. Always prefer to Pattaya. I'd probably only visit Bangkok for, you know, sporadically, but I probably wouldn't go there very much. You know, not really, not really. I mean, the last time I was in Bangkok, I was suffering from an illness. I was sick, so yeah, you know. I mean, you know, being to Bangkok, it's a great city. Don't get me wrong, but it's not really high on the list for me right now. But right, Great Britain of the crap hole is my new home. I love my new house in Barty. It reminds me of luxury yacht with running water and Legionnaire's disease. I think, well, okay, fair enough, fair enough. John Mitch is an expert. John Mitch is an expert. Lineup is a must have, especially to interview ladies on video chat before inviting them to your room. That's sold it to me. John Mitch has sold it to me. He has sold it to me. Sold to me. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I'm going to switch the phone on here. Anyway, somebody might just phone in and tell us a little teensy weensy bit. Now, basically, before I go any further, let me just say, Okay, now basically, when yeah, members, like members Patreon on OnlyFans. Now, basically, when I'm traveling, again, I've got to find a way to upload some more risk adult material, and I can't do it on YouTube because you've got to be realistic. YouTube just doesn't. It just doesn't go in for that sort of stuff. You know, YouTube's very, very prudish. But what would you recommend? Good evening. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening and welcome. How's it going? Is that John Mitch? Yes.
It certainly is.
Okay. How are you keeping, John? How's it going?
Oh, bloody cold. Hang on, let me get you off my computer.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
want to tell you about that line app.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Definitely got to get it. It is a must-have.
Yeah.
Especially if you use Thai friendly.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Well, this is what I heard. I mean, I didn't bother last time, but the time that I was in Pattaya before that, everyone all of a sudden was saying that you must have Line, and I've never used it because I'm like old school. I don't really do it that way. Funnily enough, but I tried to register, but it seems so awkward, and I never got round to doing it after that. So, Line, tell us what it's all about then, John.
Well, basically, it's an app like Messenger, all right? And one thing I've got to say, when you try to register with Line, make sure that your Wi-Fi is switched off and you've just got your phone and data connected.
Yeah.
Because if you've got the Wi-Fi connected, for some reason, when you try to register, it won't call you back.
Yeah.
And I remember I spent like 2 months trying to register the damn thing.
Yeah.
And eventually I just researched on the internet how to get it. And I found somebody saying switch off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
On your phone.
Yeah.
All right. And then you get the SMS text message back.
Yes.
To confirm your registration.
Yeah.
Yeah. But absolutely get it when you go over there. It's one of the first things you want, especially if you're looking for, horizontal aerobic instructors to come to your room to give you lessons.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the thing is, John, I mean, I never used to use a mobile phone when I was in Thailand. I never bothered with that, but I got one. I got myself a data package at the beginning of last year, which is almost 2 years ago now. And all of a sudden, people started saying, "Are you online?" And I've never even considered this. I don't think I'd even heard of it before, but everyone seems to be using it. So I haven't really caught on to it just yet, but I will do. Will definitely. Next time I'm out there, I definitely will link onto Line. Definitely. I'm probably linked up to it already, but so you're saying that you have to turn off the Wi-Fi and you have to use the data package.
Yeah, you have to use the data package to register, basically. And also, all right, let me give another tip, all right, about SIM cards.
Yeah.
All right, your best deal on a SIM card is not to get it at the airport, but go downstairs to the train station, on the basement floor.
Yeah.
And there's a 7-Eleven there, all right? And you get the true SIM right? True is the company.
Yeah, that's the one that I've been using, yeah.
Right? And if you go onto the True website for like 500 baht, what you do, you get your True SIM and you pay 500 baht to register to your new SIM number. Then you go online. When you go online onto the True SIM website, you can see all these packages, and for 500 baht, you can get like a month of internet connection.
Yeah.
For 500 baht, which is 10 quid.
Yeah.
Or 12 quid or so. But up there, at the, when you come through immigration and what have you, and you see all those mobile SIM card things, they're a rip-off there.
Oh,
you end up paying 1,500 for a month's connection.
Well, I got my True. To be honest with you, when I get off the plane, I just want to get straight to the hotel and get out and relax. I'm not, because it's only later that I suss out things to do with mobile phones, all that. I think the last time I was there, I got a mobile phone, a SIM card with True from Bangkok, from a shopping mall in Bangkok. And I think it was about, for a month's package, I paid about 650 baht or whatever it was, which is didn't seem cheap, but it's not particularly bad either. But yeah, absolutely. Well, but definitely Line. I will definitely hook up with Line. I almost done it last time, but it's just that to log into it, it just seems to be a bit awkward. I kept losing the screen, so I thought, oh, sod them, can't be bothered with this. So I never got around to doing that again.
Well, now you're retiring to Thailand, you definitely need it, right? Because you don't want to be hopping around the bars all the time, paying for lady drinks and bar fines and what have you.
Yeah. Well, look at what G-Rig is saying. Yeah, Line handy. Girls easy to add girls' numbers, give you Line ID, stickers and chat. They all live in their phones. Don't waste money on bar fines and making Mamazan fatter. Now, that sounds like a good advice, doesn't it? Would you agree with that, John?
That's absolutely brilliant advice.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll just leave that on the screen for the moment. So you're going to be out in Thailand in February, yeah?
Yeah, I'm heading. Well, the first time
I'm just keep talking, John. I'm just going to nip and grab a cold drink, but keep talking anyway because I can hear you.
Okay then. Well, my first time in Thailand is going to be 1st of February, so I'm going to be there for 4 days. Yeah. Then I'm going to pop up to Japan. I've got some business to do there with the wife, and I'm going to leave the wife in Japan. Then I'm going to come down to Pattaya and spend 2 months there. And then after 2 months, that's from February the 22nd through to April the 20th, I'll be in Pattaya. And then I head out back up to Japan, pick up the wife, back down to Thailand for 2 days and back to Europe.
Yeah.
That's my schedule.
Well, that sounds.
I'm going to bump into you within those 2 months.
Well, I wouldn't be far away. I mean, I'm booked up for the whole of January for Pattaya, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens then. I was thinking of maybe Cambodia then, but since I'm in Thailand and after a month I can easily renew my visa. I may just hang around Thailand for a while. That could be the way. We'll see what happens there anyway. It probably would be a good idea if I stayed in Thailand for the first. We'll see how it goes anyway. But you're staying on the dark side, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm staying at the View D Apartments, which is owned by Brian Jacks.
Yeah.
And he was there I don't know if anybody would remember Brian Jacks, but he was a judo Olympian.
Yeah.
And he was on a TV show. God, I can't remember what the name of the TV show. Anybody can just remind me, put it up on the chat. It was a sports show, and he was on that for a couple of years, and he got quite famous.
Yeah.
And he's retired now, he's in his 70s.
Yeah.
He's running this guest house on the dark side. Beautiful guest house, swimming pool, absolutely spotless rooms, and he only charges about £130 a month for a room.
Well, that's cheap, isn't it? That's bloody cheap, isn't it? Well, what does that work out at night? What does that? That's very, very cheap, that, isn't it?
It works out about, a couple of $100 a night.
That's excellent value, that is.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to be staying there for 2 months.
Yeah, somebody said here, Superstars. Is that the program?
Yeah, that's it, Superstars. Thank you, whoever put that up.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, it was on the TV in the 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah. Brian Jacks was a handsome young lad at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was on Superstars. Okay, Ernest Con, I know about this Brian Jacks living there. I saw an interview of him there. Okay, that's fair. That's fair enough. Okay. Yeah. So that sounds terrific. Anyway, so I mean, when it comes to apps and Thai friendly, I've never actually used any of these things personally. I mean, I've always
come up into the 21st century.
Yeah. But don't forget, my travels, I've always spent time in other places. I mean, my travels are not really necessarily based around Thailand. I mean, I've always gone to other places like Cambodia or maybe Vietnam or wherever. So it hasn't always been around Thailand. But we'll see what happens. I'm not making everything solidly planned just yet. I'm not planning just about everything just yet. I've got all the time in the world, like in that, that song by, was it Louis Armstrong? All the time in the world, yeah. I'm in no rush.
Yeah. You might move into Brian Jackson's the apartments place at $130 a month.
That sounds bloody good, that does.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's got about 60 rooms there.
And what was rooms like though for that price? I mean,
they're brilliant. I mean, they're super clean, right? You get a fridge, you get some cooking facilities. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, look it up. View the apartments. You can find him on Facebook, and you can find him on YouTube as well. As many people have done YouTube videos of his apartments.
Yeah.
You can have a look there and see how good his apartments are. I mean, they're very, very clean.
View D. This is what they're saying. View D. Yeah, View D. Okay, no bar. Eastern Man is saying no bar buses on the dark side. Bars over there are spread out all over the place. And if you want to go to the light side, it's a taxi.
You don't need to go to the bars. You can just, go on Thai Friendly. You call them over. Have a long time from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Time to sleep. And, he rents out motor scooters, or you can use Bolt or Grab taxis.
Yeah.
It's like 60 baht into the town if you want to go into the town.
I must admit, John, I must admit, do you know, I was looking at a video that I made in Cambodia last year. Around about December last year in Siem Reap, and somebody mentioned Siem Reap to me earlier. They mentioned Siem Reap. What is it about Siem Reap? And I looked at this video. I really, really do like Siem Reap in Cambodia. because it's such a pleasant town. And one of the things I would like to do, I would like to find a nice little bar or restaurant where I could go of an afternoon, late afternoon, have a couple of beers, having a lovely meal. I was watching one of my old videos, and what you can get for $8.50 is pretty amazing in Siem Reap. Now, does the dark side, where you're staying, do they have little places like that, which are great little easy?
There's a few bars around. There's a few restaurants selling, Farang food.
Yeah.
There's a lot to do around there, all right?
Yeah.
And believe me, if you're retiring to Pattaya,
yeah,
you don't want to be going to the bars every bloody night.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That you will run out of money before too long, all right? When you're living there, right, the bars are a couple of nights a week. You might want to go down into Pattaya.
Yeah.
You're not a 2-week millionaire anymore.
Yeah.
All right? And the bars are always going to be there.
Yeah.
As long as you're there. All right? You don't need to go to the bars every night. Yeah. And if you want a bit of rumpty-bumpty, get on to Thai Friendly. All right? I've got about 500 possible liaisons lined up on Thai Friendly at the moment.
Yeah, magnificent. Bit of a lad, John. Don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Yeah. And I'll just tell them to get a grab taxi or a grab motorcycle, come up, and give me an horizontal aerobics lesson.
Yeah.
Or I'll give them a horizontal aerobics lesson.
Yeah.
The other work out.
Absolutely. Eastern man is saying, I lived on the dark side on Udon Thani. Udon is better and all the bars are in one place. This is what Eastern man is saying. Eastern man is very, very knowledgeable about Thailand as well. How many times I've been in Pattaya, and I've always said this time I'm going to visit the dark side, and I've never actually visited there. I mean, I have said this before, but I was having a drink with Big Fat Bestie, a YouTuber, and I said to him, I said, you know what I'm going to do, Bestie? I'm going to go and visit the dark side. I finally get around to visiting the dark side this time. And Bestie said to me, what for? It's shite. I don't know that's so that kind of put me.
It's not like soy sticks or made in Thailand or whatever. It's not like that.
Yeah.
But as a retiree, I mean, spending a couple of $1,000 a day down on in Pattaya.
Yeah.
It's going to run up your budget like you're going to be burning money down there.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, you're quite right. I mean, the thing is, if I was in that situation, I'd probably only go into, I'd probably have a night out once or twice a week, but maybe twice a week. But I know exactly what you mean, John. There's no way. If I was living out there full time, I wouldn't treat it as if I was a tourist. When you're a tourist, you're under the time limit, and you want to make the most of everything. Whereas I'm not going to have any time limit. I'm going to have all the time in the world. So I definitely won't be going out there partying every night. Definitely not.
Well, I find staying there for 2 months.
Yeah.
Right, I spend as much money as if I would if I was staying for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because the hotel, I'll be spending 1,000 baht a night.
Yeah.
Right, and on bar fines and lady drinks, I'd be spending another 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas if I'm living, staying on the dark side there at Beauty Apartments, a couple of $100 a night for accommodation, right? Probably 300 baht a day for food, right? Yeah. And 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time. And then, 1,200 baht for a short time, 1,000 baht for a long time Right, that does me, a short time every other night. It does me.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You don't want to be bloody going over the top. I tend to find, John, and I know people in the UK, we're in relationships in the UK, and they'd love to get out to Thailand. And one guy I know who's really quite sexually frustrated. If you've seen his message, you'd understand why. He said to me, he said, "Geez, if I was out in Thailand, I wouldn't be able to keep it in me pants. I'd be shagging day and night round the clock." I don't, mate. You say that maybe because you're frustrated, but the reality is when you get out there, it's not like that. I mean, after the novelty wears off after a while. I mean, the idea of having girls on tap, I mean, the novelty wears off after the time, and you just want to take it easy and have a life. I mean, the best thing about being in Thailand or maybe some of those other countries is that it's not that you can have a bed every night. It's that you can have one when you really, really need one, whenever it suits you. You know what I mean? I mean, that's
it's knowing, right, that you can have a leg over whenever you want.
Yeah.
All right. So whenever you feel like it, you can get your leg over. But here in the UK or Ireland, where I am, it's just not possible to get it whenever you want. You're damn lucky if you get it once in 5 years. If ever. Yeah. And that's the beauty about being in Thailand. You got the nice weather, the swimming pool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever you want it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not just women. I mean, looking behind me there, that's Wahen. That's a lovely place. There's nothing that I can see. I mean, if you some of the best beaches in the UK, if you go there during a heat wave, they may look all right. They may look good. But, we just haven't got that kind of climate in the UK. They've got the weather out in Thailand. They've got the weather. I know it's the rainy season. When you get to the rainy season, it's not so good. But at least when at least when it's their summertime, at least you get more or less guaranteed decent weather.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm give a shout out to Hard Tulip there for his post there, John Mitch Tours Limited. I like that.
Oh, he says you sound like John Lennon as well. I'll take that as a compliment anyway. I'll take that as a
I haven't got a Scouse accent, have I?
Well, he said he's from Newcastle. I mean, I think we sound different to him, man. He was on the show last week. He phoned last week, and he was another quite good guest. Anyway, John, it was great to you to come on. Anyway, you're always welcome, and you always give us some great information. You got a lot of admirers amongst the chat. Anyway, okay. Okay. So,
regards to everybody in the chat, just one thing. Poor old Eddie, he's only got 60 thumbs up. Come on, guys, give him more thumbs up.
Okay.
Hit that like button.
Okay. That sounds terrific. Okay, hit the like button, guys. John Mitch said so. Okay, John, thanks for calling in. Have a great weekend. All the best. All the best. Anyway, that was the excellent John Mitch. I'm just going to pour myself another drink a moment. Okay. So anyway, where are we now? Okay. So so yeah, let me get back to this question. Members Patreon or OnlyFans? I've got to do something because the thing is, if I meet girls out in Thailand and other places, I don't want to be putting their face on the screen, if I video girls. But really, if it's behind, closed doors, so to speak, I can do. and I can do. So really, I must find another way. I mean, I'm looking into Patreon or OnlyFans. Some people said OnlyFans it's not necessarily for young birds who get the titties out and all that kind of stuff. It's for content creators who make a little bit more adult material. But see, the members area on YouTube, the problem with that is that they're still under strict rules about what you can show and what you can't, even in the members area. So I'm looking into something like that. Yeah. Paul Hoskin, a quick flick of your tongue and I'm ready to go in again. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Okay, here we go. Let me just see. Here, smooth operator. Yeah, smooth operator. OnlyFans will be best. That way you can put on whatever you want with no limits, full front. Okay, let's investigate this. Okay, because we all like girls, and we want to see girls. And but the thing is, YouTube they don't like any kind of risk. I know that you've seen other people's channels which are showing girls in bikinis and whatever, but they often pay the price, those people. They often get demonetized. There's loads of channels I can think of that are being demonetized, and I don't want that to happen to me, really. So, so what do you reckon? I mean, would that be... let's see. Would that be ideal? I mean, what do you think? Yeah, I looked at OnlyFans the other day, and apparently it's not just for good-looking girls in skimpy bikinis who flash their asses and all that kind of stuff. Apparently, content creators, do use OnlyFans, but I've tried to research the details of it, and I'm not so sure about it. But so with regards to Patreon, is anyone actually? I know there's other YouTubers who have Patreons. I actually registered with Patreon about 5 years ago. I've never used it. I've never put anything on it. I mean, I've seen some really quite big YouTubers who use Patreon, but they don't get many patrons. And is Patreon good? I mean, can you put adult material on Patreon? I'm not so sure that you can. So what do you reckon, guys? What do you think that would be the best one? Smooth operator. He's suggesting full frontal, yeah, as long as it isn't me. Ditch Farang, what about LB? Is that what you like? Mister, 1 month after ending my stop health insurance gamble ended, I spent 1 million in hospital care. Okay. Ditch Farang. Why is it that good, is it? Is it that good? Is it just? Tell us more. Hey, Steve-O. Got a life, don't have a wife, so I do what I like. Many girlfriends travel when and where I want it, no restrictions, just enjoying it all, but not overdoing it. Okay, well, good for you anyway. Good for you. Cab over Mike, Discord. Now, what's Discord all? I haven't even invested. I've heard of it, but I've never even investigated that one. What's that one all about? Tell us what Discord's all about. Chris Club, I'm currently in Dubai, waiting to board a Bangkok flight to do some brass rubbing. Okay, good for you, mate. Good for you. Yeah, smooth operator. YouTube members, okay, but your vids are still monitored. And you will also have to pay a cut to YouTube, so less money for you. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just me, but it's not so good for anyone who was to donate, you see, or anything, because they have to pay 30%, and they'd say YouTube take 30% out of it. I know what you mean. Richard Stockdale, no offense, Eddie, but if I go on OnlyFans, you'll be the last person I'd want to see. Okay. Now I know what you mean, because I thought it was just for glamorous girls, but apparently content creators do use OnlyFans, and apparently it's good if you show some adult material. And I'm not planning on getting my arse out, you know what I mean, and showing you that or anything like that. It's guys want to see girls, and I film girls. I've met girls, you know, whatever, girls who are on camera, but it's not good for YouTube. It's not good for YouTube. So maybe I could put some more adult, like for example, I've got a wet t-shirt contest on on file. I'd love to show that, and it's a good one as well. But YouTube gave me a warning last time I attempted to show that. I'm sure there's plenty of guys who'd like to see a bloody good wet t-shirt competition. Smooth operator. Patreon, it's okay if the sign-up process may be difficult for some of your followers. Okay, fair. Because, I mean, I've seen some... I've seen some what we going on about Patreon. Yeah, I've seen some really, really good YouTubers who've got good, healthy channels and lots of subscribers, and yet they've also got a Patreon, and nobody really, they've got very, very few Patreons. And there's also a couple of other channels, YouTube channels, that also have Patreon, and they've got a suspiciously high amount of Patreons, which leads me to be a bit suspicious about them. Yeah, Mike, I'll be in Pattaya 4 days for my first time. Okay. Bottle Baby, think about doing a Zoom meeting without video. Okay. Bottle Baby, without video. Let me see. Yeah. Smooth operator, OnlyFans, best way, no disrespect, but you haven't got 1 million followers, so your supporters are going to be people associated to your channel. Just need to upload regular content weekly. Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough. Now, I was looking at this. I know there's a lot of glamorous girls on OnlyFans. Well, yeah, I'm not planning on getting me kit off or nothing like that, but I would be, I would be doing stuff like for a wet t-shirt competition, exactly. And I'm sure a lot of guys would like to see that. YouTube won't entertain stuff like that unless you're prepared to have it demonetized, all this kind of stuff. But OnlyFans, I mean, I'll look into that. If it's good for content creators, some people might be interested. Bintman, I think Twitter allows risky content if you set up your account to correct it to allow to show it. Okay. Smooth operator, keep the membership at a reasonable price, not like the chances asking 50 quid a month and you should be golden. Okay, I'll look into that. Okay, I'll look into that. I'll investigate that a bit more. I've got videos of girls that you would want to see, but I can't really show them on YouTube. It's not just that YouTube doesn't like that sort of stuff. It wouldn't be fair on the girls, you know what I mean? I mean, even though Dave said that's okay, video's okay. It wouldn't be fair on them. Whereas if I put it behind, a private members area like OnlyFans or Patreon or members or whatever, then their mum and dad are not likely to see it, are they? G-Rig, what about another new YouTube channel for girly bar live stream videos? I'm not worried about money. People at the super chat, unless you were talking about shooting full on porn. No, because it would still be linked into my, it'd still be registered with my Google account, funnily enough. Cab over my X is good, formerly Twitter. Okay. Let's see. Barat Sagdirov. Ed, the bath phone goes to answer. Okay. Ernest Connell. New channel, Eddie and his garden hose. Okay. Paul Oskin, Chatterbait. God, I don't like the sound of that. John Mitch, if you use Patreon, keep your subscription down to $2. Better to have a $2. The very better to have a lot of $2. The very few of dollars. The thing is, does anyone actually watch Patreon? Is anyone actually a patron of other people without mentioning the names? I mean, who actually subscribes to Patreon? To that's what I'd like to know. I mean, how many people actually use that? It doesn't, because I've looked at other people's Patreon channels, YouTubers who've got big channels, and then I look at their Patreon, and it doesn't look to me like they've got lots of Patreons. It doesn't look. I don't know whether it's a popular. I don't know how popular it is. Terry Jones, what's BitChute like? Or maybe Rumble, not as strict as YouTube of it. Right, BitChute, I can comment. I've looked into it. I can comment on both of those. Apparently, those ones, you can show risky stuff. But BitChute, nobody bloody watches that. Even the biggest YouTubers, if they suddenly start a BitChute, they get hardly any views. And as for Rumble, the thing about Rumble, as I understand it, is that one aspect I don't like, if you make a video and you have a Rumble account and you put it on Rumble, from then on, they actually own that video, not you. You don't own the video, they own it. And I don't like the bloody idea of that at all. If I make a video, then I want to own it, no one else. Smith it. I've never been to a party in Patreon. Dutch Farang, I almost subbed to a Patreon. Almost. Okay, Pinball, sign up to Kick. It doesn't seem as strict as YouTube. Okay. I haven't even looked into that one. I know this is interesting. And I didn't know that. I like Everything Pattaya. It's a good channel. Daz from Everything Pattaya. I have lots of explicit video footage from Soy 6 on Patreon. Really? That's interesting. Dave the Dasher, I've never subbed to a Patreon. I prefer to super chat. I mean, the thing is, the idea of Patreon is sounds pretty good, but are Patreon strict about all the naughty stuff? Are they strict? I mean, I don't really know. Can you show tits on Patreon? Barat, Discord, you can post most stuff. Okay. Kiki and Jasmine. Oh, he's had a good night. I'm off to bed, guys. Tired of clubbing in Singapore. The women are out of this world. Going home tomorrow evening. Okay, well, I'm glad you had a good time. Anyway, glad you had a good time, mate. Yeah, Smurfit. I just came in now, but I like membership on YouTube to support a few creators I like. See, the thing is, could do a membership, but can you show the things on your membership that you can't show, on a normal channel? I mean, at the end of the day, it's still YouTube, and YouTube, you've got to be careful. If you start showing naughty stuff on your members, it'll knock it up your whole channel if they don't like it. I'd rather have something that's independent, to be honest with you. Terry Jones, BitChute and Rumble, not so popular. Dutch Farang, what about an own website? Yeah, absolutely. I'd have to look into it. I'm not that computer savvy. It'd take a bit for me to set up stuff like that. I could do it. I could do it, but it'd take a while to do that. Yeah, it's a thought. Yeah. Dave Dash, Ed's OnlyFans sounds good. Okay. No, I don't mean me wearing a bikini or skating. I don't mean me wearing a bloody skimpy thong or none of that crap. I mean, like, things like wet t-shirt competitions, that sort of thing. Yeah, Kenny say YouTube make their money of advertising. Companies won't want to be associated with you. Okay, fair enough, fair comment. Mike Richardson's going to be in Pattaya. Who have we got here? Okay, we got here we go. Good evening. Say that again, please.
I think Edward Sweeney would be very good on OnlyFans with Ed's 20-stone wife.
Yeah. Are you suggesting I put my 20-stone wife on OnlyFans? I'll tell you something. I bet you there's some bloody perverts out there who would want to see. It would want to see 20-stone women on there. Horses for courses, mate.
Ed, if you've been on OnlyFans, there is a genre and there's a need for everything. Seriously, honestly, you'd make a few bucks.
Yeah. How about me personally? If I put like a leather thong on and all kinds of SM gear, do you think I'd get by? Well, that ugly bastard, what's his name? What's that singer's name? That Sam Smith. He does it, doesn't he? Oh my God, he's bloody disgusting, isn't he?
Sam Smith does OnlyFans.
No, he doesn't do OnlyFans, but he does dress up in weird SM, weird old bloody stuff. You know what I mean?
I thought you were subbing to Sam Smith's OnlyFans.
Definitely not. But I've seen him. He dresses up and oh God Almighty! Richard Stockdale, I'm confused here. Are you expecting to pay money to watch you in a wet t-shirt? No, I'm a content creator. I make YouTube videos, but YouTube won't allow some of my naughtier videos. So I'm looking for a site that will allow them, not with me in them. With girls in them, girls. Nice, good-looking girls.
It's cool. It's cool. Seriously.
Is it?
I think Discord would suit you.
Well, will it really?
Yeah, you've got all sorts of different sections where you can post videos. Members can post videos, and it doesn't. I don't know. Because I haven't got my own, obviously.
Yeah.
But I've seen different ones. A bit like. Buzzing Pattaya.
Yeah.
Trevor. I mean, he's have a look on Buzzing.
Well, we do not mention other channels on this one, please.
Oh, I know you don't.
No, we don't want to be.
Just have a look at that and then just see. Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne Ritchie.
How it's laid out.
Yeah. Okay. Wayne Ritchie says, "Hi Eddie and everyone else in the chat. I paid $18 for 3 months of OnlyFans." And that is just for one girl. $18. She must have been a special girl then, Wayne. I've seen some gorgeous women on OnlyFans, and it's whatever you like. If that's what you want. I mean, these girls. What kind of girls are? They're probably just ordinary girls who found out a way of making good money, and some of them do make good money. But there's also not the average ones. The average girls don't really make this money. But I seen a documentary with an Australian girl who said she was making a fortune, and she looked plump. I mean, she looked like she could lose a few bloody kilos, definitely.
That's all the bar girls have though in Pattaya or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
I mean, through the pandemic, like almost 4 years ago, I mean, like some of them haven't come back. I mean, like they're making more money. They're probably making 10 times more money on OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Bottle Baby says, I'm an old-fashioned letter. Never pay to watch or gives you. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Let me just say something. And I have made both of these points. One, I don't want other vloggers promoted on my channel. And the other thing, people who ask me about my own finances, I don't answer questions. I've already explained that. That's my business. I'm not telling anyone how much money I've got or how little.
You shouldn't care, really, should you? You shouldn't care about, who cares? Because, like, if you're going to watch a YouTuber, why do you care about the finances?
Yeah. See, the thing is, if I'm retiring abroad, which I am, if I'm retiring abroad, then I can obviously afford it. So, I mean, whether what when it comes to personal details about my finances, that's my business. That is my business. I mean, because the problem I have, Clive, is that I don't like being questioned about personal stuff, because what I find,
this is a problem about Britain as well.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about what you do, how much you earn, what car you drive, what house you got. Who cares?
Yeah. Gary Barnett, 46,000 subs. Don't you make enough off those subs? The thing is, when I'm traveling, I make more videos, and I can in a fair bit from the advertising. When I'm making videos, when I'm not making videos, I don't make much money from YouTube, simply because you don't earn money from the subs. You earn money from people actually watching your videos and the advertising. That's how you earn the money.
Watching all of the videos all the way through.
Yeah,
or about 90%.
Yeah, but the thing is, what frustrates me about YouTube, and not just me, but a lot of other people, is that anything that looks like it's adult, nightlife, raunchy, YouTube are very, very much against it, and you can fall out with them. And that's why I need another outlet to show the more risky adult stuff, you see. It's not just about money. Eastern Man says the average earnings on OnlyFans is $180 a month. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. That's the average. Is you only really heard about the super rich ones. Yeah. John Mitt says Ed in a mankini with his 20-stone wife on a beach in Thailand. I bet you someone would bloody pay to see that. I bet you they would. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a super chat here. That one guy, thanks for that super chat, mate. Thai lady getting ready for imminent arrival of Nice and Steady. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're going to be ready for me. I'll put my best aftershave on. Let's see. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Hard Tulip says, what's wrong with mentioning other channels? Because this is my channel, no one else's.
I only mentioned the other one because I wanted you to go on it to go on it to have a look and see what's going on. And how it works. That's all I did with the story.
Yeah, okay, Smurfit. All girls in Thailand do OnlyFans as well. That's why price has gone up and they get picky. Well, if you've got a lovely body, if I'm going to pay to see an OnlyFans bed, I want it to be absolutely 100% spot on. You know what I mean? I want it to ring my bell if I'm paying the money for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ernest Connell, he always want to know if he's until last £10 million. Okay. Anyway, where are we? Yeah, we can mention this one. Does anyone know what happened to Dead Farang? I loved his videos. Yeah, he got Dead Farang. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, simply because Dead Farang was an example. I used to love his videos as well, but he got pissed off with YouTube for the reason that I'm talking about. I don't think they demonetized his channel, but they deleted some of his videos. They made him delete some of his videos which were a bit raunchy, and he got very, very, annoyed about it, and he got very, very bitter towards YouTube, and basically he said, treat every video I make as if it's the last one. And then he got fed up with YouTube because they were putting so many restrictions, and he just stopped making videos. That's what happened to him, which is a pity, really. Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
I don't think you're doing bad on YouTube, though. I think you need to just stick to YouTube, because at the end of the day, I mean, like you say, you're retiring, or you're thinking of retiring and all the rest of it. You don't
Yeah.
Something to go out, you know, have meals and all the rest of it. But you've worked all your life, you know, you're retiring. You want to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be, I think once you go into other platforms, I think you start stressing about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're not the type of person to stress about stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't think you need to start about stressing about stuff now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Hey, we've got a celebrity. You're talking about, fat, sweaty, overweight, obese women. How about this one? Lisa Dale. Hello, Lisa. How's it going? Sad little man. You see, the thing about Lisa doesn't like little men. She likes big sausages, big whopper.
Mercedes and
Audis and yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Scapacci says, when you put your life on YouTube for financial gain, you can't have it both ways, all or nothing. When you put your life on, if I put my life on YouTube for financial gain, I don't think so. YouTube doesn't bloody pay very well, mate. I haven't put my life on YouTube for financial gain. Definitely not, mate. I'd be fooling myself if I did.
You don't need to, Ed, because people just follow you.
Yeah.
You don't need to make people follow you. People just follow you because they enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah. G-Rig, correct. Views mean more than subs. I have to pump the content regularly. Nothing wrong with trying to reach a broader audience. Word of mouth for members and similar channels with the sector. Well, I think this consensus is OnlyFans, because OnlyFans is not just for glamorous birds, shoving their ass and their titties at the camera. It is also, apparently, and I didn't know this, apparently for content creators who want to create more adult content. So we'll see. I'll think of something anyway. Yeah, Richard Stockdale's say, your money is your money, Eddie. Nobody else's business. Damn right. Let's see. Yeah, G-Rig, I love watching Defarang's videos. Great content. I'm sure COVID would have killed a lot. Oh, we don't want to mention that either. Yeah, Mike Ritson says, I know a nice-looking lady in Pattaya earning $3,000, British grand a month, though she is very naughty. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, this is right. Dave the Dasher, Dead Farang stopped because most of his videos demonetized. He said, what's the point? Yeah, because he was brilliant. He made some great videos. He was a great character, Dead Farang. But he just got very, very bitter against YouTube because they weren't allowing him to make the videos that he wanted. YouTube is not an adult platform, don't forget. It's not an...
Unless you put 18 plus or something like that on your what's it called? What's the card thing called? Like, when you get notifications.
Oh yeah.
18 plus or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a warning thing.
Yeah,
I think YouTube starts to think, oh, okay, at least they've made an effort.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I don't want to. You've got to be realistic. I don't want on YouTube to be putting lots of age-restricted videos because they don't get monetized and they also don't get promoted. I mean, I know of a channel where he showed lots of naked women and all that, and YouTube allowed him to show it, but he wasn't allowed any monetization. And at the end of the day, if you put work into something, you want to earn some money from it, don't you? Yeah, Paul Laskin says YouTube should have an adult version. I'll go along with that.
Well, it's like Facebook. Facebook's got a child version of Facebook, isn't it? Which is up to 13 under or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that, anybody that puts their age, which is like whatever, I don't think you can go on to those things and stuff like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. G-Rig, only the people watching Eddie would know about his own OnlyFans channel. So anyway, where are we now? Is Ag? He's obsessed with me getting drinks. Yeah, Ag, Eddie, go and get another drink. It's been 10 minutes since your last one. Oh, that's a bloody good idea, isn't it? Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. So anyway, here we go. So listen, Clive, I'm going to end now. Anyway, I'm going to end now. So members area. The problem I have with the members area in YouTube, which is why I've never started it, is because I'm not really sure that you can show stuff on the members area that you can't. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I want to.
Just have a look on Discord, right? Because all the all the people that have subscribed to your channel, or if they want to, they'll go on to it.
Yeah.
Just have a look on Discord.
Yeah.
I don't know about Patreon and other things, but I'm on Discord, and it's quite good.
Yeah. See, the thing about Patreon's been around for years, and yet all as I see is that a lot of YouTubers have Patreon channels, but there's not many patrons on there at all, really. So I don't know how they make any money out of it, to be honest with you. And obviously that's what the
being on there, so I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll say good night to you anyway, Clive. Thanks for phoning in again. Anyway, yeah, you too. All the best. Anyway, all the best. That is Clive McLaren. So he's our last caller of the night. So we've been on for 2 hours now. I'm going to say good night now. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let me just switch that off anyway. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have a great weekend. And like you say, with I can film some adult content and girls and the kind of stuff that you really want to see. But it's just a no putting it on YouTube, really, because it's not gonna. You're just gonna end up falling out with YouTube, and there's enough vloggers who've been demonetized. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say good night anyway, guys, and I'll see you probably on the Steady Eddie live channel on Monday night. Anyway, have a great weekend, guys. All the best.